Issue going to be getting connected on with the grenade over here. Going to be hopping in that buggy and just driving on back, trying to get some distance between them and AVX.
Absolutely.
Will be tagged by Fierce with that DP that we were just mentioning. Oh, Memo in the kill feed falling to death. Hopefully they can get the revive. Orion, the heart out here, heart of the squad, going to be playing medic.
That's right. Those rocks are slippery, but right now Cobra having to go ahead and hold it down for his squad as Null can push this with that knock. But it looks like they're opting to kind of just hold their ground. Null does have a vehicle, so I'm wondering if they're just going to decide to say, hey, you know what? Let's just get out of here.
Trigger down in the dirt. Looks like AVX are setting up a trap over here. Ooh, next circle did go on up, so we will be favoring the mainland over here. The Unnamed are going to have to either swim, find a boat, or use that western bridge. Going to be a hotbed for action. Simplicity out there on the coast. Tribe going to be making their way on in down there to the east coast as well. But AVX, both these squads kind of getting some distance between each other, but the knocks are still occurring.
Not the heart, man. Cobra. Quick laydown. Orion getting flushed there.
The medic of the squad.
I wonder if Null right now decides to say, hey, we want to gatekeep this and get these points, or head over to zone, because there's only a few really prime spots as the zone goes over. You saw Simplicity over there by the yellows, but it looks like Issue's looking to cause some issues as he's going in right now, getting that off angle.
Trying to get the wrap around Cobra. Oh, they're actually maybe trying to run over Cobra in the smoke. That is a easy solution, but Cobra going to be returning the fire, almost connecting and taking down one of the members. The crash right now. 3 members from Null, extremely low off of 1 member of AVX in the smoke.
They wanted that point. They full set Cobra. Poor
it almost
guy.
went south, though. It almost went south. I mean, Swifty was so low right there. It almost didn't work out, but thankfully for them, it did. They got that thirst. They got 4 kills.
Watch Trigger here laid down. He's probably just gonna hold and wait, and the second they start driving, he's gonna get up and try and knock the squad out. Get some revenge for Cobra. Man, that was insane. 2 vehicles just crashing on him at the same time. He's out there having to do his dodging, but unfortunately, 3 versus 1. That ain't easy to get past, that's for sure.
I mean, we were talking about on yesterday's Miramar match how thirsty some of the teams were. I feel like that was the most thirst that we've seen here so far. But talking about thirst, Tribe going to be breaching this compound with the rejects up there. 4v4. Memo going to be tossing out some grenades out there on the tail end of this building. The rejects guarding the stairs right now. Tribe going to be pulling up as 4
here they come,
members of the Avenger popping out the back window, trying to get the sneak attack and come up behind
Trades
Tribe.
all over the place.
Already up there. 1 member down, no mercy. Will be bleeding on out then. That's it. Tribe got clapped. They got clapped, son.
That's horrible. I mean, well, like, these warehouses are some of the best to defend if you're up there. I don't know why Tribe decided to full send 4 without throwing kit. I don't know if they didn't have any. But, man, if you're outside, you just throw every nade, molly that you have and then full send it up there. But it looks like they decided to just try and outgun. And unfortunately, getting wiped out there by the rejects. Wow,
and not only that, Avenger right behind him with
that's a 15th place finish right there.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge. But Avenger, I feel like coming up with the cleanup just in case things did go south for the 3 members defending that stairs. Avenger would have definitely have caught him off guard there. I like the strategic thinking coming out from that team. Something that we really haven't been seeing from them lately.
One thing I'm
that
thinking,
was a big play.
It was a huge play. One thing I'm thinking about is, like, I don't think that it's very rare to see an entire full 4-man up there. So I wonder if they thought that it was maybe 1 or 2, because they usually like to do 2 and 2 split, a lot of people. But there was a full 4-man squad. So I think they were just going to try and full forward against 2 people. And as they got up there, they were like, oh, there's way more people than we thought. And unfortunately got wiped right there.
You know,
it's a risky play.
The best they can. Yeah, they were risking it, trying to get some points out there. So we will continue on. They have 3 more games to go here tonight, and they will not be playing tomorrow night either. So they need to keep that in mind. Absolutely. This is actually the last night for groups A and D.
That's correct.
Oh wow! So this is a huge night for all these squads, because essentially at the end of game 4, they're done. They're done racking up the points. That's gonna be it. So we are gonna be watching JOVI
Wildcard getting knocked.
make it rotate.
Kill feed's going off right now. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and crash this this shack right here. This is not a bad spot. The only thing that's tough is that as soon as they get spotted, everybody's going to shoot out their vehicles, and if the zone rotates off them, they're completely stuck. So it's going to be a tough time trying to keep at least a couple of those vehicles alive for the rotation, or at least one. Irish right now.
Looks like the Unnamed out here, beaching, docking over here, climbing up these ridge line and spotting out one of the members, Irish from Simplicity, getting caught off guard right there.
That's
also see someone from Nups with aimbot going to be swimming up right behind him as well. Sammy, the Unnamed, right now. 4 alive down here in the south, trying to clean up.
That's tough right there, you know, from, you know, Irish getting kind of caught out. I guess they're trying to, look how separated Simplicity is. This just seems to happen time and time again against them. You know, they get towards that late game area, they like to split up, and then they get fully sent on by one squad, one by one, and there's just nothing you can do against when you're playing against, you know, three pro players. They're gonna make sure you go down.
One of the members from Puffins falling to her death. I think that's the second member from Puffins, if I'm not mistaken. Bucky, though, utilizing this rock to get a higher vantage point. Lucas coming up, I believe that was a smoke, trying to block the sight lines of Simplicity. And now martial arts coming over here.
They're coming over here, and they're going to be in deep trouble as this zone's about to shift right now. Slicky, everybody's starting to look at Wildcard already, right before the zone pops, already in the vehicles, getting ready to move. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Low. Pulling back. Perfect timing. The Unnamed going to be distracted for the time being. Taking some shots out there on his flash from martial arts. Timing is everything. Wildcard trying to get the revive onto Spring, using this U as his cover. No, still being a nuisance to a lot of teams in this lobby. Fears will be going down right there. Issue, I do believe, is the last remaining member for Null still alive. The smokes will be on out. Issue's main priority right now. Get the revive. Wildcard 4 up.
They need to protect their cars.
They're right on the outskirts of this next zone.
And they're completely sandwiched. Oh, G25 coming up top. Right onto Wildcard from behind. Acer. Oh, it looks like they got wiped out. Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Dude, Wildcard ended up taking them out right there.
They lucked out.
Getting into vehicles. And they did, but they're going to have to crash right here.
Perfect
as they're getting shot at.
Drive-by. We saw Percocets have a successful drive-by yesterday on Miramar. Wildcard going to be popping out. They are pulling up on Polar Ace right now.
Nami
one of the members from Polar Ace. Nami, yep, in that compound getting a huge grenade. Turning the tables they're right now. 4v2. Acer trying to defend the window. Unsuccessful. Slicky bleeding it out. Spring running back and forth, connecting onto Riot.
Oh!
Devil super low, but that will not be enough here. And Polar Ace able to defend their buildings here.
That nade by Nami was so huge right there. 2 knocks on the Wildcard. That's a full push right there. Polar Ace coming in to clean up the rest of them. What a great play. Tough, but that's a tough push right there by Wildcard for sure.
We lost Tribe early. We lost Wildcard mid-game-ish. I mean, these are some heavy hitters coming into this lobby, looking to make some waves. It's going to open up the scoreboard to a couple of these other teams down there in the 20th to, say, 24th to 25th on the leaderboard. Simplicity, though, they're in 6th place. Low. 3 members alive. Doc and Russell also trying to provide that support out here. The Unnamed, still 4 members alive, trying to get on in to this new zone. They're right on the edge.
And it ain't going to be easy right now. If Simplicity has any hit, they're about to throw it as this zone comes in. Ran with a huge nade. Doesn't connect.
Smokes are out, blocking the sight lines, allowing Lucas to try to heal on up here. Lolo was to spray into the smokes with the AKM. Might be able to connect. Lolo going to be popping out the doors. Lucas going to be connecting onto Lolo. Lolo still alive. Somehow able to manage to get on out of there. I believe tossing some more smokes. Luke is hot on the pursuit right now, trying to clean up that kill or at least get the knock over here.
Russell has a really good angle on this squad as they have to push up, but there's 37 seconds left. Oh, that nade might just slip in.
Next circle is on up. Both of these teams will not be in the new zone. Russell connecting onto
squad
Rand.
wiping zone right here.
That's a big one. That's a big one. So this is an important fight. You know, whoever takes this, I mean, they're gonna be able to make their way onto the zone, but the zone's already contested in front of them, so it's gonna be extremely challenging for any
Whatever
team.
they want to do, they got to do it right now, because if they try to fight this in the blue, it could be they're both of them out. So they have to make that decision instantly. Or actually, they needed to make it 10 seconds ago, but it looks like Lolo got his vehicle, opting to go to the next zone.
Yeah, both of the teams are actually going to be jumping in vehicles, opting to not take the fight with each other. Lolo trying to get in before the Unnamed, running into one of our squads, the Regents, out here. 4 members alive, 5 kills so far. They're in the south, just gatekeeping. Polar Ace finally making their approach up here from the north side. The Unnamed able to successfully make it on in as well. We have 6 teams remaining in this small circle. There's a hill, there's a couple trees, not a lot of cover to work with here.
The Rejects have the best spot right now in the map. This is their game to win if they can hold it down, but everybody wants that hill, so this squad needs to be just looking around, shooting at every single thing that moves. Russell's at the bottom of the hill by himself. Last one in simplicity, you know that he's just going to try and sit there and wait this one out to get a little bit extra position for his team.
Russell, like you said, just trying to survive right now. The man going to be taking some shots, spotting out Polar Ace down there. I believe that's 4 members of Polar Ace, or at least 3 on that vehicle. They might get sandwiched. You forgot about them. JOVI, they're still in the game. They're rolling up. They're strolling up here on the west side of the zone. Right now, Polar Ace going to be in a tough situation. And from the west-hand side, JOVI Slump will be connecting onto those members, taking them down, racking up some points right there.
Good car wall by Polar Ace, but it was only covering one side, and the other side was wide open to JOVI.
Huge knock right there. That was good. Caitlyn down to about 1 HP, going to be knocked down right there. I believe 2 members from JOVI are going to be alive. Caitlyn bleeding on out. Alfino up here on the high ground, going to be taking shots with the Scar. Blue zone, going to be taking a little bit of damage.
Oh, 1 HP.
Reset, possibly killed right there. Cooking the grenade. Slump, this could be a good one. Not far enough. 4 members up here of X Gamer. This is going to be quite the challenge for Slump, the solo member from JOVI.
He just needs to work on his arm. If it was just a little bit stronger, he could have had a really huge knock right here. This is a tough push for him. The zone has just rotated completely off of both these squads. Now, having said that, X Gamers may be focusing more on getting into zone, so that might give a little bit of room for JOVI here, but... And that's all the room that he had right there, getting caught out from the end. So that is going to be it for JOVI. The Rejects should have this one won.
The Rejects, 8 kills, 4 alive. X Gamer, they had 4 up. One of them was knocked here, but the smoke could play a major role in blocking the sightlines from the man with the M249. The 100 bullets locked and loaded, ready to unload over here. Like you said,
this is big offensive smoke.
Well, Reject.
X Gamers just trying to get in right now. This is where they're just look at this. The whole entire side of this map is completely covered. The man's got that M249 though. And up close, we saw it here multiple times. That is a deadly gun to have in late game. As you can see, that's gonna be it for X Gamers. Knocks out 2 people, the man.
Oh, mercy though. Oh, mercy.
Oh!
Rejects, they're kind of too spread apart right now. They're taking too many fights. There's 3 squads remaining. Yes, the man has the M249 in the grass just to mow it down right now, literally.
Look at him! Ah!
Trying to mow him down, but the Unnamed gonna be capitalizing, or at least attempting to take out the Avenger. But the Avenger will survive right there, and M249 scaring the enemies. The man able to get 3 kills out of that game. No Mercy, 2 kills. Avenger, 4 kills. And Colorado, 4 as well. X Gamer, 2nd place. The Unnamed, 3rd place. JOVI, 4th place. Kind of a crazy ending there.
That was intense.
Sloppy on all ends.
The Rejects had that one won. Unfortunately, like you said, they just split up a little too much, made it way harder than it should have been. At the end of the day, though, they were able to still be able to split up, get those squads, hit those shots that they needed to hit. All they had to do was just really gatekeep everybody. But yeah, you know, the man getting 2 really huge kills there towards the man. Mercy with 2. Avenger and El Dorado with 4 as well. That is a huge, huge win for them, and most likely going to secure their spot for the semifinals.
As we continue to scroll down leaderboards, I see Ricardo coming up in the chat. What's up, everybody? Hopefully everyone's having a good old time in the YouTube and on the Twitch and enjoying their Saturday evening. And AVX 14th position. We're going to have 3 more games here tonight. Remember, we're going to stress it all night long. This is the final night for groups A and D to participate in group stages. So after the break, we'll come up and we'll break down some scores. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are into getting ready for map number 2 here tonight. Before we get on into that, I am Mustache Dave _ on Twitter and Instagram, joined with Hot Jukes _ on Twitter.
Hot Jukes everything except Instagram is Hot Jukes Good Game, aka Hot Jukes GG. Come check me out on there. Hit that follow button. But hey, Dave.
Yo.
We got some scores to get into right here. Look at this.
Yeah, and we're gonna be paying
24.
attention. Yeah, we're going to be paying
24.
attention to this leaderboard very close tonight because we're looking at it. G25 Gaming, they're currently in 18th position. If I'm not mistaken, they're in Group D, so they only got 3 more games to go to make sure they can get as many points as possible. Martial Arts playing here tonight. Polar Ace, they're in 21st position. They are so close to either making it or not making it. And if we go down just a little bit more, I see a team that has been slowly on that grind on an upward trend. Nubs with Aimbot in 28th position. So we got a bunch of squads playing here tonight. It's going to be their final night. They need to make sure they can rack up as many points so that when they watch tomorrow's matches, they're not going to be sweating bullets and they'll feel somewhat confident to make it because tomorrow groups B and C will be in the same boat. They'll have the last laugh and they'll be able to play catch up essentially.
You're right, Dave, and these teams need to get this lead ASAP, and it's going to be tough because we are dropping into Sanhok right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this drop as we have people going all over the place. The zone already going on the right side of the map. It tends to constantly favor that right now. Puffins right here, a team that definitely needs to get some points. Martial Arts, all these squads are in danger of getting eliminated, and this is the time where you need to pull out all the stops. You got to go talk to your team, say, hey, you know what? Don't worry about it. Brush off everything. Let's just start this as a fresh game. Let's get, all it takes is one good solid win with some decent kills, and that might be able to secure you for the next spot. But they got to, oh, Russell
what?
With the crossbow.
What's happening? Russell getting tagged with the
trigger.
Crossbow? Oh, he actually got trigger. Okay, and then we got.
Yeah, he knocked trigger with the crossbow. That's huge.
That's big. That's highlight material right there. And then we got Tribe out here trying to defend against.
Look at him. He finished him. He finished him. He said, "I want to make sure on the kill feed that they saw this." That's insane.
No, we saw it. King A though gonna be getting a kill out here. At least a knock over here. Philly bleeding on out. King A on the off angle.
Oh, another one.
Just tapping away. 3 members of Tribe
looking to get this finish right now. Look at that. They're searching. They're hunting right now.
They're on the hunt. Yep, they're on the hunt. That's what happens when you hot drop.
Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, hot dropping Sammy, right? That's a tough time right now for Ying. Oh, look at that. Fifi, he's out as well. Or Fihi. Yeah, he's out.
Easy
so right
box.
now, the last member.
Yep, I mean, Tribe they went out early last game, right? So they're looking to make the comeback. They're looking.
It's just always a tough time to I know you don't really know there's one person, but you got to stay kind of at least 2, maybe 3 members just in case as you push. Because look right here. Yep, the outsider goes down. Do not worry. Yeah. That's tough, but don't worry. That is an actual strategy from Tribe. They like to lose outsider nice and early, so that way he can kind of go ahead and just look at the screen.
Ying still alive from the team out here, looting on up with a top hat, looking fancy as ever. Zooming in on that smoke, not a care in the world, chilling at the beach out here, getting a nice little suntan. Papi Chulo watching Body Bag. Enjoying their nice swim here on the Sanhok map. Papi Chulo might opt to ruin Body Bag's aerobic exercises out here. Body Bag trying to swim behind a large cliff right in front of him. It looks like Body Bag was coming from that little island that we see up there in the top left-hand corner.
That is the worst scope. That is the worst scope to search for a head popping out because it's so huge. You know, he could pop his head out just for a couple seconds and it could actually be in the holographic scope and he could miss him.
We do see Drowsy though on the opposite shore.
Oh, he's
trying to get in between. They're looking for Body Bag for sure. They know Body Bag is going to be out there swimming. Drowsy cooking that grenade. A fresh Amazon Prime delivery right to your face, body bag. Won't be connecting. Body bag just.
He's not in the advantage of this at all. And this is the worst part. As you're in the middle of this kind of fight, while you're waiting, their entire squad is just gonna surround you. So you got to think about every single second as a way to try and move position, and that's exactly what he's doing right now, and trying to get some help from the rest of his squad. You never want to stay too still. You never want to stay still.
Yeah, we see Poppy Chulo actually going to be getting connected on in the kill feed, trying to regroup with their squad. Body bag might have just lucked out right here. As now Nubs with aimbot, they need to refocus their strategy. Remember, they're in 28th position. They can't afford to get taken out in 16th place this game.
They can't afford it at all. AVX getting knocked by Simplicity as well. That is a tough time. Each one of these squads right now need to pay attention that, hey, as soon as you shoot, you got to realize that every single surrounding squad is going to try and get that third party and sneak off a kill. So sometimes it's better if, like, hey, you know what? We didn't get this knock. Just leave. Reposition yourself. Once you shoot, you got to realize you cannot stay in that same position for very long because someone's going to come hunting for you.
As Nubs with aimbot found out firsthand, only down to 2 more members. They went from hunting body bag to being hunted.
Yep. Especially in Sanhok. Sanhok, everybody is just pretty much running distance away from you. Slump trying to heal up right here.
Able to make it on this boulder for the time being. After that
the way in PUBG Mobile, the way the shot system works, and the way that the skill level that these players have, the second you shoot, that you have to think that like there's a UAV on you. Loot body bag getting finished right there. That's a tough one right there. As the unnamed add to their kill point list. But yeah, as soon as you pop off one shot, you got to realize that guess what? You got to think everybody in the map knows where you are. So do you want to stay there, or just if you have the option, just reposition, even if it's to like another rock or anything else, and it may be even worth to look behind you just in case, because that's the one place you're vulnerable from. You're thinking, okay, I'm safe here. You shoot, all of a sudden that squad that's 100 meters away is gonna run up over that hill and then just catch you hiding.
So pretty much take a shot, reposition, never peek the same angle, because most likely someone's going to be looking in that direction.
Yeah, even that, because like let's say if you shoot at them there and you're going against another team, that other team's instantly letting them know, hey, he's behind this rock. They're throwing a mark on it, and you never know if some of his teammates are repositioning on you and should try to get an angle on you. So, shoot. If you didn't get the knock, just move. Just say, hey, you know what?
Kind of what the Unnamed doing right now, right? I mean, they took some shots over there. Electra was aware of that. Electra's still going to be looking over there, but the Unnamed, they're already out of there. They're already moving. They're not going to stick around. So they're doing exactly what you're talking about here.
It's a chess game. You got to think about it. If you're the Unnamed, okay, you know what? I popped a few shots. They know I'm there. So maybe we can catch them trying to rotate onto that spot, and we can out-rotate them, Oh. But you got to make sure while you move, you don't get caught.
Jumping like that.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Electra will be spotting out at least one of these members, but I do believe the Unnamed trying not to fight over here. Trying to get a better spot within this new circle. Electra will be attempting to take some shots out there. Won't be connecting, but definitely keeping the Unnamed at bay, as they are all going to be on foot right now. Trying to be stealthy, or at least as stealthy as possible. Medic still out here. The man. The reject having really good game number 1 here tonight. Hopefully they can continue on with that momentum. Looks like they're also going to be just kind of lying in wait, hiding behind some rocks and cover, and just trying to gather as much information as possible right now before making any plays.
That's the tough thing about Sanhok. The zone's about to shift right here, and this isn't really the map's so small, you're not really using vehicles to rotate at all. It's all on foot. And if you get a hard shift with the zone timing, you have to move instantly. The second that clock shifts, you can't think. You just need to start running. And unfortunately, if it goes away from you, you may have to go through 1 or 5 squads and that is not not a fun time by any means. Look at Rand just kind of just chilling here, trying to get some intel for his squad near Paradise. That's a tough angle to hold right there.
Looks like no, they're coming too. They're coming.
Absolutely.
They might not be aware of the Unnamed lying in wait right now. All these doors are going to be closed. There's still going to be loot on here. Swifty driving on by two of the members, getting a run over on Bucky. Oh, no. That is actually huge right there from Noel. Rand will be connecting onto Fears from this guard tower. Going to be trying to throw a grenade on the issue. Not able to do so. The QBU will be connecting onto Rand. The Unnamed down 2 members. Noel with 3 alive. That run over by the vehicle.
That was huge.
Yeah.
That's a tough rotation right there.
Yeah, name
Pre-firing everything.
Walls cover.
Trying to find an angle Swifty is right now. I wonder if they should just push this 3-1 with Swifty on the off angle.
Lucky prone issue.
Ooh, that's a good molly.
Be tossing a molly. That one's good. That one's good.
Oh, he got him. Yep.
Right on top of Bucky. Bucky will be bleeding on out right now. Swifty trying to get the wraparound on the broken wall. Will be connecting onto Q as well. Lucas, the last remaining member alive right now. Noel doing a great job at cleaning up. Lucas will be getting tagged out here. Aubrey jumping back over the wall.
Super
Doesn't
smart.
want to risk it. It's a 4v1 right now. They're going to swarm this one.
Oh!
Lucas connecting onto one of them. The other members of Noel trying to get around the rock. The collapse.
He did all he could right there. He did all he could right there. But Aubrey, really good play because they instantly knew that, guess what? It's a 1v1. If I get knocked, I'm going to get thirsted and they're going to get the point. So just jumped over the wall, said, hey, you ain't fighting just me. You're fighting me and my squad. And unfortunately, not able to, when you go in 1v4 like that, and if they push you just right, there's nothing you can do.
That's how you know they got that mentality. Like, we got to play a long game. It's a team game. We're not going to come out here trying to make those highlight clips and get these 1v1s, especially when you don't need to, right? Like you said,
absolutely.
Noel, they had all their team up. There's no reason to take these 1v1 fights. You just use your numbers, and that's what they did right there. That jump over the wall, that was a great play. I couldn't agree anymore.
Good disengage, absolutely. You got to know when to fight your battles. You know what? Yeah, why do I want to risk this right now? Let me just go. We'll clean them up. Don't have to worry about anything. Puffins just chilling.
Talk about someone worrying about stuff. We got Ying out there, the last remaining member for Gen Esports. After their squad got demolished by Tribe early game for hot dropping them. Ying out there on the rocks, just prone, hoping no one sees him. But I believe Puffins might be aware that there is a sole survivor swimming up on shore. I'll have to pay attention to the kill feed and see if Ying will continue to survive this map.
Gonna be a tough one right now. Sanhok is probably the worst map to try and survive, or the best. It's kind of like a 50-50. Never mind. Yep, that'll do it right there. You know, running out in the open, on the docks, that'll get you killed. Yeah, if the zone goes on you and you find that right bush and you're laying down, you could last pretty far along. But if that zone rotates off, it's almost certain death.
13 squads remaining. Lolo from Simplicity up here on top of all these compounds.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of hanging up on the roof this late game. You know, it's just like right now you're more concerned about not getting knocked. That's really the main thing.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't want to lose. You don't want to lose anybody. So you want to always put yourself in a position to where if you do get knocked, that you can be revived, you know? So when you're, like, for example, when you're clearing, you always want to clear at least with 2-3 people just in case, because if someone's laying down there, you can get that help. If you're chilling on a roof, if you get knocked, you're going to get thirsted. So you always want to kind of find that little angle either in a house or behind a rock, some kind of cover there. It's just, in my opinion, not worth that extra, you know, that little extra eyesight. Yeah, it's just not worth it there. Here comes the zone shift. Ooh, nice. All right. And north.
Gonna be going up there to north. Wildcard will be in the south. X Gamers as centralized as it gets almost. They could go a little further up north. Noel still 4 alive. 4 kills. Polar Race.
Not gonna be an easy push. Going
Yeah,
up north
Polar
like
Ace,
that.
they're looking to remain in this game and get some points while they're at it because they're right on the cusp of not qualifying.
Tough shots there from Nomi right there. You can't peek a window that long. You know, even though like you did get some shots on, you just gotta instantly peek back, get a little bit more intel, and then try to peek again. But oh, Krish! Trying to catch him on the rotation. Full body peeks. Not easy.
Fear just gonna be spraying through that door right there. Issue gonna be cooking up this grenade. This could be huge.
Oh!
Devil gonna be connected on as well. There's a molly at the door. Fear's trying to avoid being damaged right now. Trying to get the confirm onto Devil. The revive in the back was successful on the end of Polar Ace as Fears will be pushing on in. 3 members of Null doing a great job at clearing out the rooms as a squad, as a unit. They're moving as a unit.
Working
They're not
together.
going in solo. Staying together. Yes, they
Ace
are
with a disengage.
damaged. Able to clear this one out. 2 members left for Polar Ace out there. Pulling back like
that was
you
a great
mentioned.
push by Null right there, like you said. I mean, they just went, they worked together. One of them was able to get the peak, some shots as soon as he knew he was 1 HP. Backed off for his other teammate to go ahead and head in there. And oh, unfortunately for Polar Ace, Rio going down.
Unlucky.
Nothing he can do right there.
Unlucky.
Oh, that's an interesting run. That's an interesting one.
You already know they're looking in this direction. You already know they're looking in this direction. And yeah, you're gonna be spotted. You're gonna be spotted. It might have been safer just to stay there.
Just lay.
Yes,
yeah,
you are
lay down.
nervous, of course, but essentially X Gamer could kind of help you take some shots onto Null over there.
Yep.
But you know, getting a little nervous. It's all right. 2 more games to go. G25 Cat God gonna be chilling by this rock for the time being. There in the south of this zone, hot on the trail of Wildcard.
That was fight or flight at its finest right there. He chose flight, and it was the wrong decision, you know. But he didn't realize it was that third option, lay and pray, you know. But,
Lay and pray all day.
Pray. I'm always scared to like drop gas cans like right there. Now that I know that they explode, you know. So like if you're up there, like if I saw a gas can there, I'm just shooting it. You know, why not? If it explodes and catches somebody, great.
AbusementPrk, a squad that we haven't really been seeing much from lately. And as I say that, Survival will be getting a knock onto one of the members from Puffins. Looks like we might have an engagement here. Erupt very shortly. Richie going to be taken down and out in return. In the blue, bleeding on out. AbusementPrk going to have to run. Make their way on into the new zone.
Oh, third
Puffins,
party.
though, trying to take some shots out there, but Wildcard, they got something to say.
Percocet said, no, sir. You know, that's the hardest part about Sanhok. Every time you get into a fight, you always got to just expect that you're going to get shot in the back of the head or somewhere on the side. As the zone shifts now, and look at this, all these squads having to move instantly. Not a lot of time left right now. As Wildcard, these guys can hit these shots from long distance, and it's going to be a tough time trying to push past them to get into zone. Look at this, 30 seconds left. They're just running straight in. They have no choice.
And their Puffins just trying to get on into the new zone. We might see Tribe and JOVI get into a skirmish out there on the west side, and it looked like Simplicity were running right towards the compounds of Knoll. So both east and west are going to definitely be turning up over here, as all these teams are going to need to reposition, make that rotate here, and everybody just running for their lives right now, trying to avoid taking the blue damage. Wildcard looks like they're on a path straight into X Gamer. Spring gonna be jumping down using these cliffs as cover for the time being. X Gamer right.
I don't like jumping right here. In Sanhok, especially in competitive, I don't like jumping because you're trying to get that little extra sight, but they'll see you a lot easier. Slicky, ooh, with a nice laydown. Gives them a couple extra seconds to survive.
He's gonna be stuck in a awkward situation, especially with Puffins behind him. They might be able to third party him.
Slicky gets naded. A lot of squads right here. Wildcard trying to push into the zone, and it's not going to be easy. They're going to get gate caped hard. But
Like
G25.
he was able to jump down that cliff though. Spring might go for the revive, but does seem like it might be too risky, especially with the third party happening right now. And they're still not in the zone, so they're gonna be heading right towards Puffins. Yo-yoing all over the place right now, just nowhere to go without fighting their way on into this new circle.
Ooh, Kodo with that 6XM4.
Abusement
Trying
Park
to get
also.
some shots.
Yeah, all these teams, all these squads are just trying to get on into the new zone and at the same time taking some shots left, taking some shots right, making sure they don't get backstabbed, making sure they can just make it. Spring gonna be
Look at that.
taken down in the process, but thankfully for them behind this rock, so the revive should be able to occur. Tribe bleeding on out as well.
That's just 2 left up for Tribe. Seagut and King A. King A gets knocked. Memo with the M249 though.
X gamers out there still laying down the cover fire in the G25 game. Everybody just trying to get on in here. It's going to be such a challenge. Kodo in the blue going to be connecting on the Percocet. Spring the last remaining member now for Wildcard. Wildcard, they just got picked to shreds right now on this rotate. And look at this. The next circle, once again, will not favor any of these squads over here. In the East, they're going to have to continue running on in the death race.
Bad luck for Wildcard right there. It looks like the zone tables seemed to have turned here on their final day. It's gonna hopefully that they say that this is a one-time thing and it'll come back during the semifinals. This is gonna be a tough one to push into. And as I say that, Spring getting knocked by Maniac. Percocet is in big trouble.
Nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go without someone seeing you and trying to take some easy shots out here. Kodo in the blue taking some interesting shots. I mean, there's just wide open terrain. Yeah, wide open terrain right in front of them. So at least try to get maybe a kill out of it.
Ooh.
Blade gonna be connecting out there. X gamer though up here on this little hill, looking down in the east, able to
get
just
some points.
Connect on all these players. AbusementPrk still trying to run on into the zone as well. Kodo still alive, might be getting the heal off, but for how long? One more bandage to go, and F's in the chat for Kodo doing the best they can do, but at least getting taken down by the blue zone, so that will be denying 1 point to any enemy squads out there.
This zone hurts right now. As X gamers, they know there's some free points there in the back as they're gonna sit. But here comes Astacroft here, trying to put in some work. He's gonna have to run right now, and Maniac hits that laydown. Gets
so many fights in the blue. So many fights in the blue right now. Oh my goodness. I mean, it is doing so much damage.
The zone shifts off them again. The zone shifts off them again.
The third shift.
They have to run again.
Unlucky. Unlucky. I mean, does Tribe hold this though? Does Tribe hold that angle, or do they try to get into the new zone? Oh, Simplicity are already out there.
Oh, so, what a shot. That's the time.
Huge knock.
That's the time.
That's huge knock.
And Sanhok being the one map where you're not going to get smokes.
Maniac down out here. Or running down to the zone as well. This is an interesting
That's a tough pickup.
Yeah,
that's a tough pickup this late.
Might not be worth.
They're kind of on the thin side of the zone, though, so they might have an extra second. Memo getting the knock on the dock.
In the open. They're in the open.
Oh, you're right. You are. Tribe trying to put in some work here. Memo and Seagut. Two insane frag. Oh, takes down Irish. Instantly getting shot on by Russell.
Russell. Unsuspected angle out here. Russell by the shack. Gonna be getting some blue damage. Memo gonna be connecting onto Russell. Memo taking down 2 members for Simplicity here. Still alive.
And Tribe's in the zone.
This is huge.
Wow.
X-gamers out here defending the east side.
Memo gets knocked.
3 teams remaining. Seagut might be able to get Memo up. They do have that little deflate to work with. Just might be enough cover. I believe Simplicity are also trying to get the reset, trying to heal on up as well over there. X Gamer 11 kills. This is a huge game for him.
Huge game. Look at that tribe as well with 11. Insane. They do get the zone, so that might give them a little opportunity to get that pickup, like you said.
Yep, there you go.
Right? This late in the game, I can put my house on that. Nobody has there's not a smoke in sight. That's for sure. So right now, it's all about who can snake best.
Irish out there trying to heal on up. Irish isn't really healing too much, so you gotta assume that the heals are gonna be low on that end.
Oh, that's a really risky stand-up. Yep.
The snake in the grass. Memo, remember, they get the revive. Still trying to heal on up. So Sika pushing out before Memo was able to heal on up. Also an interesting decision to take out here. Could have remained that snake in the grass. Memo, probably not a lot of heals either by the looks of it. Everybody creeping and crawling right now.
Oh!
Irish gonna be connecting onto Maniac, and just like that, it's a 2v1. Olo's got a molly. That molly could be huge. Ooh. Especially with 3 members of X Gamer right in front of them. If they can get some type of information that 3 members are on top of each other, one molly could do the trick. Oh, but Lolo's fighting about Memo for the 3rd time. Memo finally trying to confirm.
Oh, Memo takes out both of them. 1v3. Gets caught out by X Gamers.
Get the flush though? Did Memo get the flush on both of the Simplicity?
Look at that. He's got 8 kills.
8 kills.
Woo!
Wow. So oh, holy moly. That was actually a huge game for Memo. So many knocks.
Secured second place. They had 3 members at the start right there. Man, Memo showed up, hit those shots getting in his zone because he had to push far out. And to get second place in that kind of game is huge. But X Gamers, look at that. With a good solid 12 kills on the board. It's awesome to see a lot of these teams that are newer to this this level of competitive be able to put in so much work. You love to see it. Simplicity getting 3rd place here. What a game. What a game. Sanhok is always a tough one.
Yeah, I feel bad for all those teams that were in the East, the Southeast. I mean, there was 3 circles back to back just continued to not favor them. I can only imagine what the team comps were like. They're like, are you kidding me? Right? Like, are you kidding me? Can
just like,
yeah,
you
can't even heal up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they couldn't even heal up before the next circle popped, and it was already on the other side. Like, they got destroyed, man. It was a marathon for sure. So, any other things you want to add to this game 2, game 1, anything before we go into the halftime?
No, I mean, that's really just the way that this game is set up. You know, unfortunately, you could be the best team on the planet, but, you know, if you get the wrong zone and you're trying to run in and you have 4 or 5 squads looking at you, yeah, the odds of you making out of that one alive is just slim to none. But, hey, you know what? You hope those games where you're able to get a good little decent zone, good position, and in those games, you have to go off. X Gamers, they got that opportunity. We're able to get 1st place. So I guess we'll wait and see if last two matches for these teams right here to secure their spot onto the semifinals. So the pressure's on.
The pressure is on. The Easy Bake Oven is heating up right now. We got the brownies ready. After the break, we'll come back with some scores. Don't go nowhere. Let's go. We are back. 2 more games to go for groups A and D, and they are gonna be done and dusted. The scores in the book. Wow, what a game. I mean, Polar Race are gonna be in the 22nd position of the leaderboards, trying to make the come up. We talked about Puffins before this game. They were in 28th spot. They moved up to the 26th spot. So a lot of these teams finally showing up at the very end, doing the best they can do. But I gotta give it to Noel. I mean, they're not on this page. They're gonna be in, I believe, in 9th place. But last game was phenomenal for that squad.
That's going to most likely secure them into the semifinals. You just never know. You want to make sure that you're putting work, get that good practice in for those next coming up games. We got Wildcard still in first place with 192 points, getting a good, solid, almost 40-point lead against Spacestation, who still has another day to play here, but the Unnamed with 167. 2 matches left in this group stages. So right now, this is huge for these teams trying to make it to at least 24th place. That's right, top 24 are going to be moving on to the semifinals. Puffins needs to show up big time. Nubs with aimbots, all these squads below, they still need to worry about the teams that are going to be playing tomorrow. So you want that strong league. But hey, Dave, we're dropping into Vikendi. We're dropping to Vikendi. And this map, I tell you what, you can get a lot of kills right here. You can get, if you get that right position and your squad is together and ready to go, this could be an absolute game changer. But hey, only 2 matches left, Dave. Only 2 matches left for these groups right here. And look at this zone shift. Look at this zone shift away from everybody. I wonder how many teams are going to instantly drop, try to get some vehicles, and maybe head over to Peshkova or to Trevno. And try and get looted up as they know that that's going to be absolutely clear.
I mean, hopefully all of them, right? Hopefully they all take this map serious, because this is going to be their last Vikendi map of the group stages, essentially. I mean, all that open terrain, you can drop, get a vehicle, get into a centralized position, get some loot, and then just, you know what? Camp it out, baby. Camp it out, as we're going to be checking out X Gamer on their loot rotations, their loot pathings right now on this Vikendi match. And my goodness, I mean, I'm still pumped up from last game. It's always Sanhok. It's like just nothing but mayhem.
Hectic.
And those circles at the end. I'm still stuck on how crazy those shifts were and how unfortunate those other teams at the mercy of the circle just ended up getting the death grip. So let's hope that doesn't happen this round for these teams on Vikendi, but if it does, it does.
Absolutely. You're worrying about different enemy squads, but the zone can be your worst enemy, especially in a map like Sanhok. Vikendi, though, it's a little bit different because there's just cover everywhere. Like you said yesterday and called it, this happens to be a map where you're going to see heal-offs time and time again. I wonder if this is going to continue on the streak and we're going to see another one today, because I don't know if it can top the last one, because yesterday's heal-off was just ridiculous.
I'm just gonna say, you said last map you were gonna bet your house and no one has smokes. I saw smoke. All right, I saw.
That was not. No.
I saw smoke, but you can double or nothing. You can double or nothing. Do you think there's gonna be a heal off this game? Yes, sir.
I mean, I gotta go with the trend. Vegas right now says that there's gonna be a heal off at the end, and I gotta go with it.
All right.
But yeah, you know what? I think it could have been those. I think you just maybe saw a white flash in the corner of your eye in the last Sanhok. But you know what? We'll have to see here if that trend's going to continue.
Check the VOD. Check the VOD. But we let you double or nothing. We let you double or nothing. If we come to heal off, you get to keep your house. If not, one lucky viewer in the chat will get the deed to the house. Confirmed. Hot Jukes. The mansion. You get to keep your cars and your computers.
I'm just renting. So yeah. Like,
no, I'm not gonna get the house. So don't worry. Don't worry.
Absolutely. Here we got AG. We got AG here. Wildcard as well, all rotating into this zone right now.
They're feeling
trying
good.
To find them.
I mean, you're feeling good if you're all going in the same vehicle.
Well, it's also kind of hard to find them here in Vikendi, There's only so many car spawns, and you just never know if that car is going to actually be there or not. There's a lot of bikes though, and you know those good old snowmobiles. Those things definitely make a racket. But yeah, you know, Wildcard here, they're sitting pretty in first place. I think that right now they're just going to want to continue to separate themselves from Space Station so they can try and get that good, solid first place for their squad here in the group stages.
Yeah, I love the Zima. I do with the little lights up there. It's got the snorkel so you can go into the water. It's got the ladders. You can climb up there on the roof just in case you want to. It's probably my favorite vehicle in the game. I'm not even going to lie. But look at this. There's 3 teams on top of each other. What's going on right now? AbusementPrk Survival going to be taking some shots out here. One of the members from AbusementPrk going to be collapsing on in. But we got Puffins coming in from the east side. Remember, they're in the 26th spot on the overall leaderboard. So this can either be huge for them to rank up in the leaderboard.
G25 too.
Or this could be so rough if they get taken down in the 16th position here. This is just unlucky that 3 teams are going to collapse in on the same location. Unlucky, but we got the Bison, my favorite gun from Survival. Okay, it's a GG. Survival should get all the teams, or they'll just leave.
I think that Bison must have scared them off because you know what? Like AbusementPrk and G25 cannot afford to lose these matches. They're not very high up in the leaderboards. They want to make that separation here as they only have this and 1 game to go. Wildcard though, coming on to null. Acer gets the knock, or Spring does. On to Fierce, it's just Swifty. Oh, he's gone. He said, "Yo, Fierce, it's been a pleasure. I am out of here."
They were caught off guard. They were caught off guard. We saw what they can do when they're working as a unit, when they're ready to take fights. But look, Swifty doesn't even have a vest. Swifty's still rocking the bandana, for crying out loud out here. I mean, looking sexy, but it's not going to help you in a gunfight. So Wildcard definitely catching them off guard right here, and Swifty doing what they got to do. That's the risk when you split loot. You know, like you're trying to get some. You're just trying to cover as much ground as you can. But unfortunately, if a full squad pushes up on you, your chances of living are slim to none. Swifty knew that. Said, "Hey, you know what, Fierce? My bad. This was not the right house, but I'm out of here." I'm out of here. So it's kind of a topic that we brought up a couple of days ago. Now that we are towards the end, there's a circle, by the way, not too bad. Now that we are towards the end of groups A and D, I mean, a couple of teams, this is like, I feel like their first time competing on such a high level, high caliber of skill, and just being able to build that team synergy. I mean, how important is team synergy? And, you know, when does it really click? Like, should it be at the beginning, or does it seem to get better towards the end? I mean, what are your thoughts on the team synergy topic?
It's so huge right now, and this is something that I think that NA needs to get down. Swifty, unfortunately, trying to find some loot here, catches a house with Mercius in there, and gets thirsted. Tough one right here, but Mercius has 2 members from Null coming on to them right now. Oh, great molly, just misses him. That was almost a headshot with that molly right there. Did you see that? That was crazy.
Oh, knocked him out.
Oh, what a shot right there. Come out of Mercy. Issue, though, had the angle. That MP5K with a laser sight is honestly insane in this map. And the MP5K only spawns here in Vikendi. But with the laser, that thing is a beam. I like it more than the Uzi, personally. Like, with the laser sight, absolutely.
MP5?
Yeah, MP5 with a laser, 100%. I take it over the Uzi.
I'll still take the Bison over both of those.
Oh my goodness, the Bison.
I'm not on the skill level you are, though. All right, so let's just lay that out there.
But hey, it's all about how you look doing it, man. You got this. But back to what was the question again? Before I got off topic, I saw the fight.
I think how would you like me or something?
Yeah, something like
synergy.
that. Oh no, it wasn't that. That was that. Synergy. That's right. Synergy. It's absolutely huge right here. And what's even harder is when you. Oh, hold on, real quick. Fight going on again. Action right now in the middle of the early game.
Yeah,
here in
it's
Vikendi.
actually kind of crazy. I mean, we still have 16 teams alive, so all these squads, just losing members, and then you're gonna see that solo just straight up sending it, saying, "I'm gonna survive." Not today. This isn't happening today.
There's plenty of zone here. You don't really have to take these fights unless you need to, but AG
and no one needs to.
Yeah,
unless you're maybe if
you're hey, I'm out.
Points, right? Maybe if you're hunting for points, you're getting to that point where there's 2 more games left and you need huge games. to make sure that you're top 24.
That's a tough rotation. Ooh, that's a full push right there. Here they come. X Gamers got a couple knocks. Jumping out that window, never easy. I wonder if he's gonna, yep, he's just gonna leave his squad here. Oh, runs out the open. Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time now for, yep, and there goes. 8G out in last place. Tough for them right there. Honestly, like, there's so much zone. They were out, they knew they were out of position. They should have just said, hey, let's just smoke out, get out of here, and move on to the next area. But unfortunately, opted to fight there and got taken out by X Gamers.
Gonna get some loot out of that. Lost two teams
Also putting
right
some
there.
work.
Out of 2 minutes out here, snowmobile, right by Maniac. X Gamers, I mean, they were turning up last game, didn't they? Get
They won.
like
They want they put in some work as well. I think they're looking to definitely prove themselves here as they knock down these squads. It's gonna be an interesting.
They have that momentum.
To see how they handle Vikendi. Yeah.
They have that momentum. So.
Oh, like I was saying with synergy earlier, you know, like, hey, after a fight like that, the synergy's only gonna go up. You know, they're gonna be able to trust each other more. You have to trust your squad because at the end of the day, you only have so much vision. So when your members out there saying, hey, I got a team right here, and they're able to give those clear comms, and you trust them, you're going to be able to make those right positions. But unfortunately, if you're just kind of, you know, you're a little bit more weary on their call outs, that can put you in a really, really bad spot. And that's something that I really want to see more from the North American pro community. Unfortunately, as we see a lot of these tournaments come time and time again, you see a lot of players roster swaps, always dropping somebody, trying to get someone new. But if you look at these, the zone,
before they
nice traditional zone,
synergy. Like they don't even
absolutely
like, give them a chance to grow and, you know, see what can come about. I feel like, you know, it's like, oh, you didn't have the best performance, drop, reformating a team. You know, there's a free agent that, you know, they frag out better. Let's give it a go. You know, I'm with you right there. I'd like to see these teams stick together a little longer, even if they didn't make it the first time. Just stick with it and see if that synergy could pull through at the end. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I just wanted to let you know.
No. Hey, for better or for worse, Dave. You know, you gotta be there and work it out because you look at these top teams, you know, in the Asian region, you know, Bigatron, a lot of these other RRQs, a lot of these squads, they've been the same members since the beginning. And Nicola here with the MP5 doing work.
Favorite gun. You said you'll use this gun over any other gun in the game, and it's showing
up close with a laser. That thing is disgusting.
Drowsy, making the pull up.
Protecting the car,
parking it
good play.
In the garage, yep. Sammy out here just making sure. Oh, with another Zima, so we got a couple Zimas out here.
Yep.
The dot
that's so huge. That's so huge. Like, people don't really realize like how important it is to protect your vehicles here in competitive because, like I said before, there's very few reasons you need to be taking shots onto other teams because you're most likely just gonna be wasting ammo and armor. But shooting vehicle tires and making it tougher for them to rotate is huge. That is definitely worth taking those shots on. Or, of course, if you see somebody out in the open that you can knock and thirst, then, of course, take those shots. But, yeah, knocking out a team's chance to be able to rotate, and if they're out of zone, it could really cause a lot of trouble for them.
Sammy getting an AUG out here. Oxide from AbusementPrk going to be right around with the snow bike. Richie pulling up over here.
Look at that.
Everyone
with the Uzi in the back.
Hey, Uzi ready to rat-tat-tat-tat, sucker. Let's see what next circle goes. It's been fairly decent for a majority of these squads, even though we do see a hotbed, a cluster out there in the south towards the east. So a big bottleneck actually occurring down there. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts popping off here any moment. Nubs with aimbot, holding these angles, just waiting for these teams to get a little closer, maybe even decide to third party this if the rejects end up fighting AbusementPrk.
He's in a horrible position right now, Astacroth. That's tough, but oh! Mercy getting the knock and thirst on the survival right there. Good shots. TR have the advantage right here. And that's it. Vehicle's blown up. You have a smoke. Looks like he's gonna try and run out.
Ooh, in the open right there. Unlucky, and the positioning was definitely not in their favor. You like to see No Mercy rocking that Babe Crate gear. I mean, hella fly. I'm super jealous of that, by the way. I've been trying to get my hands on that for about a year now. But we won't go there.
I guess I missed out on that one as well. Unfortunately, I don't think they had one in the thick boy size. But here's the new zone.
Ooh, ABX
right
out there all the way to the west. They're going to be looking mighty fine. They're going to have a great spot. They're not going to have anyone around them for the time being.
X Gamers in a good spot as well.
Game. Look at the east, though. The majority of the lobby is just on top of each other down here in the east. I mean, we're going to lose at least 5 squads. I guarantee it. Oxide going to be taking some shots out here on the man. Get him on this rock.
Those are good shots. That stops the push, you know? The last thing you want is another team to just full send their vehicles on you and get some position, because then now you have to know that you have to fight that, especially with the next zone coming. So right now, as the zone shifts, you want to be looking out to just basically play keep away, right? Even if it's just warning shots. The second these teams are very, very nervous, you know, so if they get a couple shots in their vehicle, they're going to turn off, you know? They're not going to keep going in the same direction.
Definitely avoid it at all costs, especially with we had a very action-packed early game, and we're trying to stall it out just a little bit here, but like we mentioned, the majority of our teams are right on top of each other. Sammy gonna be getting pushed on right now, kind of similar to the last game. Electra pushing as a solo, lucky to not get thirsted right there. Their squad mates are going to be able to provide that support, and just like that, we're going to lose another team.
That's Nubs with aimbot. That is a rough loss for them right there. So they got one game though. Looking to see how they're able to do and clutch it in Erangel. But man, yeah, that's gonna be it for their Vikendi game. Great job from Glucky. Body back the entire squad here to be able to knock them out.
Yeah, these fights are definitely gonna pop off here. Just as a reminder, no Miramar today, no Miramar tomorrow. We are done with the desert. We're gonna have the same map rotation tomorrow for groups B and C. So hopefully you guys got your snow boots and your coats ready to go. People were laughing at me because I said you got to wear like 5 layers of clothes. They're like, why not just one coat? That's how you know I'm not a snow guy either.
Yeah, same. Right, you know, I don't know how to do it, man. I'm just like, I've got a lot of natural insulation, so that kind of works out for me. But other than that, I'm just gonna. How about this? I'll just stay inside.
Talk about staying inside.
Yeah, look at this. No.
Staying inside. Oxide right here on the cliff end. He needs to make their way on into a circle. In the bush. Behind the barrel.
Look at this. Every single player, either Uzi or MP5K for up close. And then if they got distance, it's M4. Look at that. These are scary peaks right now. Richie knows it.
Richie needs to.
He's out of position.
Start moving. Yeah, he needs to start moving. Yeah.
The zone ain't gonna hurt so bad as it's only third, so he's got a little bit of time and he knows it. But yeah, he can't be in there for very long because he needs that kit towards the end. He's only got 1 first aid, 15 bandages. He don't want to use any more than he has to. He looked for a vehicle there. It's not. So trying to get loot up as he can, as he has to probably run through the blue.
Getting a little overview right now of a couple squads. I believe JOVI are going to be in the next circle. Polar Ace right on the edge, no longer favored from these compounds. Also trying to come up with some type of game plan here. Tribe out there in the distance as well. AVX,
they need a huge
once
game
again. Yeah, they're looking good. Wildcard. Oh no, they might be getting sandwiched. This might be a rerun of our previous game on Sanhok.
Not a tough rotation for them. They're still, luckily, it's still only 4th zone. They have that. They have some spots that they can kind of pick up, but here, this next zone is gonna hurt really bad. JOVI, haven't seen a lot of them on the kill feed yet, but oh, Enigma gets knocked right now from G25. G25, a team as well that wants to get some good points to secure the position for the semis. Looks like they got the advantage here on Wildcard.
And here we
Look
go.
like he's gonna make these
G25
shots.
going
Look
to
at
make
this.
the pull-up right now. Acer with the MP5. You mentioned it.
Oh, he's
Super
stuck.
personal. The Uzi will be winning this one battle here. 2 members left for Wildcard out there across the road, trying to make up their minds on whether or not they do want to push this polar race in the distance. Looking like they're also going to be on the move. Spring, second story, trying to get some type of vision. Cat God going to be pulling back off of that one.
Look at that. Even look how the even to the point to where they're smoking that bike. You have to. You know, the second you hop in it, you know that their team's nearby. Wildcard just trying to get in here. It's gonna be a tough one. They're down 2 members, Acer and Enigma. 2 of their big fraggers, but you gotta hit that hard cover. Get there quick. As soon as you get in the zone, just crash it. Blow it up if you got to.
Oh no.
Get ready for the next one.
All right, they're going to be popping out. They're going to be doing some scouting and not just driving on past Knoll. Yes, there's only 2 members left of Knoll, but they've been doing a great job here tonight. They're actually been getting shot in the distance from Tribe as well. Cat God still running out here in the open. Going to be using this wall for cover, and I think that's going to be it for Knoll. Tribe ended up getting the better half of that, and 3 members left of G25 going to continue trying to just carve out their slice of the pie.
And look at the zone, completely off them. They got 4 kills to the name, only a minute to have to rotate in. Super unfortunate for them as they're trying to kind of get a little bit of information. He does see Percocet. Put some good shots on him. I wonder if they're going to go ahead and hit that rotate right now because of that. Looks like they have to get a little bit more intel. Not going to be a fun rotation, but he knows that there's only 2 people from Wildcard left. But at the end of the day, though, they didn't get a knock right there, so they don't know if it is Wildcard or another full-man team right there.
Looks like G25, though, they're going to be trying to focus on zone. They know that there's some enemies in the back. Not going to worry too much about them. Going to be more focused on what's ahead, and I believe that's 4 members of JOVI out there in that compound. Wildcard still going to be trying to make their way on into this circle. Slump going to be taking some shots back there.
Look at Slump. Got a good angle as he's sitting in the zone right here, but he is about to get surrounded. Gotta be careful behind that rock. Engage, trying to get this shot on the Rio, and he gets him.
That was nice. That was nice. King A lands those for sure. Russell, though, out there in the distance, you know, those shots alerting everybody that's near. Simplicity, trying to get a tasty snack out here. We'll be connecting onto Memo. The revive most likely going to be successful. Smokes are going to be on out.
Outside real quick on those smokes. Good from him.
What do you think about Tribe's position right now in the circle, actually, in the north? We'll get to that in a second.
It depends on where the next one goes.
Yeah.
Ace against X Gamers. Oh, looks like Ray's just going to leave him out there.
3 members alive for Polar Race. They were able to successfully overthrow and take this compound as theirs. X Gamers on the defense right now. 1 member left from the team.
That's it.
The troll under the bridge.
Oh,
So
he's
Tribe,
sitting
they're
under
pretty
that
much
bridge
just waiting.
really high up there.
Yeah,
They're waiting and unfortunately getting caught at. That's going to be tough because right now they're not going to have any armor on this rotation if the zone shifts off them, and they're in a really tough position if the zone shifts. They've got pretty much every team in the game going to gatekeep them almost.
You got Simplicity trying to make their way on in right behind him. Jovi's compound safe, secure. X Gamer, the troll under the bridge, good to go. Polar Race, that push going to be paying off right there. Tribe trying to make sure that Simplicity do not get on into this new zone. They also need to worry about where they're going to go because Jovi, they're going to be looking right in this direction. It's going to be such a challenge for them to make it. Do they send it? Do they crash this compound? I mean, what are the options? What do you see, Jukes? What do you see?
So it's what's kind of the hard part here, believe it or not, is that when you get a knock on you and you're out of position and they notice that you're a big team name, sometimes they like to focus on you a lot more than normal. You know, they want to make sure they can get that, you know, clean, you know, full squad wipe on a big name team. So they know that they've got those knocks on Tribe already. They know where they are. They know where they're going to have to go. So they're going to be looking at them extra hard to make sure that they can catch them on this rotation. That's going to be tough right now. If you're Tribe, what I would do is honestly send 3-1 So I would send one vehicle out to bait, and then have the other 3 looking in that direction to be able to get that knock. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one, though. It's going to be a tough one for sure. You got to have the person who's got the most jukes to kind of just hit that shimmy and hope that your team behind you is able to get those return knocks to give you some room to move up.
All about that shimmy here. Lolo loving the roofs in every map. Always able to find their way on up there. We'll be getting connected on, though. Orion, our heart-shaped warrior, still in the game out there in the distance. We'll be take some shots. JOVI looking to capitalize from their new position.
Tribe pushed up on there.
Making the pull up, doing what they got to do.
That's
outside
a crazy spot.
Down and out. Russell out here going to be just watching through their sight lines, through their scopes, trying to get some easy
I'm
thirds.
so shocked.
Prophecy, Caitlyn holding these angles. Capo and Slump in the front lines. King A Memo, the last 2 remaining members. And Simplicity also making the pull up. Russell will be the last remaining member alive. Extremely low member with the M249 though.
That's the gun to have. Shot. I wonder if he can low cost something. Any kind of kit that he has. Oh, Memo gets knocked.
Memo was connected on. That could be huge. King A, I believe the last remaining member right now. The Molly going to be keeping King A pinned down right there in that closet. This could be the perfect time for JOVI to clean this one up, but AVX from up there in the distance with the third party going to be putting a halt to that one. King A extremely low. Vehicle explosions. King A going to be right behind this car. Super low. Going to be making the peak around the MP5 from Prophecy. Will be getting the final blow. Outsider going down to the zone from Tribe. And JOVI able to defend from not only Tribe, but also Simplicity right there. Trying to get a cheeky little spot.
That was a crazy push from Tribe. Personally, I wouldn't have hit that rock. I would have gone right under that bridge and set up a car wall on the opposite side to kind of get you some cover and just kind of hold position. But they opted to go ahead and go for that push, and Simplicity from the back was able to go ahead and get those couple of knocks, and JOVI able to clean them up. But Russell's all on his own right now. That was a crazy push from Simplicity as well.
Russell.
Oh, look at this nade.
Gonna be.
Can it do something?
Tossing that one up. Gonna be blowing up, but 7 kills so far from the team. Here comes the smoke. Scare him out. Block some sight lines. Russell in this circle. Polar Race. A couple members alive out there. AVX though, they've been in the west side for some time, just loving these circles. They're able to have themselves around 5 kills so far. Third partying everybody. They're doing great. They're doing good. It's a huge game for them as well. Tossing out some grenades out there onto Polar Race right now.
Gonna be a tough fight right here. You know, it looks like AVX and Polar Race are gonna have to move down into that zone a little bit. I wonder if they're opting to just kind of hold cover right there by that rock line, try to get in, or do they look to kind of send it across a little bit further on that other bridge there? It's gonna be interesting to see. This next zone is most likely going to predict the winner though.
Orion taking out the battle axe this game, making sure to get the final blow.
Oh, look at T9 here, coming on to ace. The rejects
trying to make the push up right here. No mercy with the drop shot. Unsuccessful. The return fire right there. Trigger getting knocked down from AVX. Both squads should be able to reset this one, but we still got Spring out there trying to capitalize and third party and get some kills, get some points underneath their belt. Smokes are going to be
JOVI
popping on out. JOVI still 4 alive. This could be a huge game for that team as well. 6 squads remaining here as we continue to see these circles shift. Got a little creek in the middle. We got a bridge, and this is going to be one heck of a zone. Remember, you bet your house on this one.
Absolutely, and you got Polar Ace right now with some good kills. This could be a huge game for them. They need all the points that they can get. As they have AVX right there in the corner. The zone pretty kind of neutral on both sides. A tough one for JOVI though, as they're gonna have to go ahead and get across in the open to try and find a position right here. 35 seconds left until the zone starts closing, and they are on the thick side of it, so that zone's gonna close fast.
Yeah. Remember, one of the members from Simplicity right underneath them still tossing these grenades. Russell has just been tossing these grenades nonstop.
Just annoying
here.
him.
Yeah, a thorn in the side for sure. Now Russell's going to be coming underneath the bridge, repositioning on the opposite end of the road here. Oh, but will be spotted. Will be caught out. That would have been a great angle to maybe get a thirst onto one of the members from JOVI, but we won't know. As Slump's going to be out here taking some shots out there in the distance.
Good shot.
Spring still alive, though, in the game. Managing to get more placement points and some kills over there.
And he's got zone.
Cobra, the last remaining member for AVX now in the smokes. JOVI still with 4 alive. Let's see if they can use their numbers to bring this one home and get a chicken dinner. Using his smokes across the bridge. The play might be to just go.
Look at that. Spring's got the
bridge.
Solid cover. He's got zone. Yeah. Catching Polar Ace out here.
So much work.
Oh, Spring actually able to get that thirst right there as Caitlyn almost stole that kill.
They're definitely aware of Spring's location, though.
100%.
There's 4 members of JOVI. Are they going to focus on taking down Spring? Ooh. They are going to toss a molly out there. So they are aware of both of the solo players' positions after those mollies. JOVI, they have the numbers advantage. Spring has Devil in their sightlines as well.
If I'm Spring and if I'm Devil, I'm just saying, hey, buddy, let's work together here. You know, like, we gotta get angles. Let's be a team. I don't shoot you.
Oh, Spring is going. Spring's running to another rock. Spring was able to get there. Prophecy missing. Hopefully not the perfect opportunity to close out this game. The Devil with the blue right towards their back. Polar Race still trying to rack up some points. Spring taking out that Uzi, getting ready, preparing for the battle ahead.
And I can only imagine how much kit he has left. He was wide out in the open, or he had a good position there to see a lot of players running out in the open. So I'm sure he was burning through 5-5 like crazy. That Uzi up close, is, as we've seen time and time again, is very deadly. But JOVI got the numbers advantage. Here comes the zone closing.
JOVI pre-medding, pre-healing right there. Devil might be just getting chunked down to the blue. Spring ready to unload. Oh no, one from will be taken out, but yeah, the surprise. Caitlyn from behind.
Look at that.
See ya later, homie. Wildcard Spring, just 6 kills.
That was insane. Caitlyn just kind of ran up behind, tapped him on the shoulder, and said, "Hey, buddy, what are you looking at?" You know, was able to get that kill right there and secure the first place game.
Spring was a solo
absolutely, 6 kills.
Yeah,
6 kills, second place. That's huge for his team right there. And look at this, wildcard second place, putting in work to be able to secure that first place position. That's a ton of points that they absolutely needed. Polar Ace, they needed this game. And with a good, solid 7 kills, that's going to help them out a lot with a third place finish. Right now, 1 game left, Dave. Yeah. Who do you think's going to win this next Erangel match?
I don't know. I mean, I'm still thinking about that last game, right? AVX, they had 4 alive, and they had JOVI across the river, the frozen river. So it was like a 4v4, and then Russell right smack in the middle. I feel like AVX, they kind of got pinned down just a little too long. They were a little indecisive on exactly what they wanted to do there, and they kind of lost grasp of the situation. I felt like they had the advantage, but they've been slowly climbing up the leaderboard, so I can't really knock them too hard there. And Spring just able to secure so many points for the team because there was like 8 other squads alive, and I think Spring was still at least a duo with Percocet, and then around like 5 teams alive was definitely that solo player. But what a crazy ending here on Vikendi. It's always Vikendi. Oh, I just realized we got to pick one lucky viewer in the chat after the break because they're getting a new house here. Hot Jukes.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Well, I'm pretty sure. Wait, I'm pretty sure Spring was healing, but just Caitlyn just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and take him out right here. So
you might be right. You might be right. But yeah, we got one more game to go. We got one more game to go. We're gonna send to the VODs. We're gonna get the chat. Let us know. What do you think? Hot Jukes, can he keep his house? We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. camole, guacamole. Call your neighbors. Let them know this is the final game of the North America group stages for A and D. After this, they are done. We're going to send them on off. We're going to pat them on the back and say, great job. Thanks for playing. And hopefully you got enough points to qualify. Right now, we're checking on the scores. Puffins, their final game to attempt to qualify, sitting in the 25th spot on the overall leaderboards. Martial arts, Polar Race, a couple of these squads trying to solidify themselves here tonight. Hot Jukes, my man, the final game.
Unbelievable right now. What a crazy. This is the last match for these two groups. Tomorrow, we will have B and C going at it. But it is Erangel. They're just about to hop in the plane right now. But you can see Team Puffin still in 25th. Going to be tough for them to be able to secure their position onto the next round. For Angry Babies, Martial Arts, all of these squads. Polar Ace now, 73 points. They have 73 points, but here's the issue. Team 18, 19, 20, and 21 all have 72 points, right? So they're only 1 point ahead. A lot of those squads are going to have a whole nother day's worth of matches. So they need to put in work just in case to make sure that they're able to make it to the semifinals. But hey,
yeah,
last day of the match, Erangel, Dave, huh? And look at this plane path, huh? What do you think about that?
I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, all these teams can kind of get to where they want to go. My only concern is, though, I feel like if you're in top 10 right now, and this is your last game, you can do whatever you want. Because remember, It doesn't matter who's in first, who's in second, who's in third. It's just who's in the top 24. Top 24, they move on to the next round. So I'm curious to see if any of these teams that are up there in the top 10, if they come out, do decide to have a little more extra fun this map, maybe contest the spot, maybe poke the bear, I guess you can say, when it comes to a couple of these squads. We'll have to see how crazy this final game is going to get.
Look at that zone. You were absolutely right. And also, I have to say a big excuse me to your last statement, Dave, because this is North America, man. First place matters to these teams.
Come on, it doesn't.
It matters to them. They want to post it on Twitter. They want to let them know. Say, hey, guess what? I got first place. You know, if we get knocked out of semifinals, who cares? First place, group stages. You know, they want to make sure they put in that
the comments. I'll be in the comments. What do you get for first place? Oh, no, we get to qualify.
We get to qualify.
We qualified. It's like, who else qualified?
Go.
Top 24. Okay, yeah.
Top 24. But hey, you know what? It doesn't hurt to add to the highlight reel. You know, because honestly, these kills matter. The money's on the line here, regardless, right? So you're gonna see these players playing their absolute hardest every single game. But I do agree. I think that right now you have the opportunity to kind of do some things different. You know, you're gonna move on to the next stage. So I wonder, because, I mean, honestly, too, you got to look at a lot of these other squads are going to be looking at these VODs. They're going to be studying them and trying to figure out what you do. So I would like to throw a couple curveballs here and there, you know, just to kind of throw them off the scent. But we saw, what, 3 squads go military base?
Yeah, we got a bunch of teams down there. You brought up the curveball. We got our second place team, the Unnamed, right now in Pachinki, looking to get stinky with our 17th place team, Polar Race. So Polar Race, if they get taken out right here, right now, they are going to be sweating bullets. I mean, they are going to be sweating because this is their final game. They're sitting at around 73 points. And let's just put it this way, top 25. There's a large gap. I'm not going to lie. There's a large gap. But still, you don't want to get taken out in 16th position.
No, you don't. As you can see right now, Polar Ace just trying to hold some angles. Devil getting in the vehicle. He sees Q running across. Unfortunately, not able to get that knock fast enough. Right now, if I'm Nomi, I'm leaving. I'm leaving this house. You can't stay in that same spot.
You can't risk
it. That is not what you
can't risk.
You just don't want to do it because right now Q's saying he shot me right here, this window, find an angle, and as you can see, they're already getting some shots on Nomi from there. You got to know that position's done with. Yeah, the second you shoot, move, rotate. Find another angle because that one's gone.
There's a lot more on the line for Polar Race right now. A load more. We already see Bucky out there in the distance doing some Spider-Man moves, trying to jump from one roof to another, trying to get on top. Rio, still no helmet. No helmet on Rio. right now.
That's a tough one for him. Bucky was trying to get on that roof right there and hold that position. Here in Pachinki, it can be absolutely deadly, but also if you get knocked on that roof, you're gonna get thirsted 100%. You know? So, oh, what a nade onto Nomi right there.
Oh, no.
Bucky sees some movement, gave away his position.
Here comes another one. Here comes another one.
Will he hit it?
Tossing it. Up. Oh, okay, they're already in the compound. They're already in. But Lucas trying to wrap around Polar Race, trying to surprise them. They're not going to be aware of this. Devil's not even looking in this direction. Devil has no idea. Might have heard something. Is going to be peeking that window just to make sure, get the confirmation. But Lucas is here. Lucas is showing up. Lucas is at your front doorstep. Devil going to be cooking.
Devil did see him.
Hearing Lucas. Yeah. That's great. That's great.
Will he hit this nade? This could be huge for Polar Ace.
This could turn the tables, especially with Rand all the way back there. Rand's not really near the other members. Oh, both of the teams, both the members throwing grenades back and forth at each other. I believe so. I thought I saw,
yeah. You saw that. You saw him that hand go back a little bit, you know, and that's unfortunate. Like, you could do that one bad pull, and while you're pulling, just that nade goes in the window and it's over. But look at Lucas right here.
Lucas is going for it. I mean, the Unnamed, they have nothing to lose. You know, if they get wiped here, it's not a big deal. Polar Race, though.
Absolutely right.
Complete opposite. So let's see how this one plays out.
Man, there's so much riding on the line right now for Polar Ace. If I was in this situation, I would have started taking off instantly. Rio, though, trying to get that off angle.
And a bike. Yeah.
If I'm Polar Ace, I'm full sending it on Lucas right now. You know he's out of position. You know that he's the only one in that squad right there. Well, you may not, because a lot of these members from the Unnamed have been pretty quiet. So that little area, that road in between those two houses in Pachinki are super deadly cross. But Lucas
is pulling up. Lucas is pulling up. Lucas is on the first floor. Devil on the second floor behind the boxes. Grenades coming out from Lucas. Lucas knows there's an enemy upstairs lying in wait. Here comes Lucas.
Oh, he got it up.
The window,
that's huge for Devil.
From that alternate angle, and Devil gonna be popping out, getting the confirm onto Lucas. Lucas not recognizing the situation. Who was that? Who was that from the outside from the window that had the angle? That was something else. That took down at least 50% health of Lucas before they can even get to Devil.
Rand getting a knock though here. Hopefully that squad can help do the favor in return, as Bucky is now in the house of Nomi. 1v1. Bucky loses it. That's 2 down for the Unnamed. Huge for Polar Ace.
Yeah. Now they need to just clean it up. They need to make sure to get the last 2 remaining members. Here we go. Rand. Rand will be getting one of them and the flush. Rio. Not going for the revive. Yeah, but for a second there, looked like they were getting ultra aggressive.
Don't go fight that 1v1.
Yeah, pulling back. Oh no! Oh no! Rand knows what's happening over here. I believe that wall is going to be able to block the grenade though, but that did make the revive not successful. So that's buying so much time for the 2 members of.
Needs a full send.
The Unnamed. That's gonna be the name. Oh, that gets another knock over here. Rio once again playing that medic. Devil there. We see him.
They need to help him.
They have here.
Oh, that helped out a lot right there.
Actually, pretty nuts. The Unnamed. They're just gonna be popping out. They know what's happening behind this wall. They know there's only 1 member alive. It's a 2v1 essentially. The Devil's gonna be back there holding that off angle, trying to provide that cover fire. There comes a huge grenade. 2 will be knocked. The 1v1. Rio versus Rand. Rio taking down. Devil needs to get this one. Devil needs to take out Rand or go for the revive. Q definitely relaying this information to Rand.
Absolutely.
100%.
You got him up.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Just in time, but at what cost? At what cost did they have to? Oh, ow! It hit him in the head.
At what cost? He was like, "Bro, I'm down. Leave me alone."
But they lost 2 members. I guess they got 4 points. They got 4 points, but they're gonna be at such a disadvantage. They need a lot more than that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the pros and cons on that one. To me, I kind of would have sent it on out of there, but that's just me. They're still alive though, so it worked out. It worked out. Mm.
Devil held that angle for way too long. After you get 2 knocks and finishes, like, you know, you have the numbers advantage. He should have pushed it across the street and was able to support his squad a little bit more, but maybe they weren't keeping track of the kill counters. That's why he was a little nervous to cross. And yeah, unfortunately ended up losing an additional member. Instead of having 3 up, now they're down to 2. And as we know earlier, they need them points. 4 is not going to be enough to really get them comfortable to move into the next round here, so hopefully they're able to pull it out here in the end.
Yeah, you would hope so. I mean, I would feel so bad if they didn't qualify by like 2 points at the end of the day tomorrow. I mean, they're gonna have to definitely be. Yeah, it comes down to 1 point all the time. It's a recurring theme here, but the leaderboards. But you know what? Can't cry over spilt milk. It's done. 2 players left for that team. Best of luck. Hopefully they're going to be doing a lot of praying and get some luck from these circles. Now let's get back to the rest of the game here. We still got 15 other squads alive, or 14 other squads alive when we're not counting Polar Race. We see JOVI out there in the distance rotating past AbusementPrk.
AbusementPrk in a good position here. Richie knows these spots really, really well. There's this little dip right above this hill that's got some flat land. That's actually one of the best spots on this northern side of the circle to hold. That dip right there. You know, he's able to get some good eye line sight around the whole entire back end. You're able to see rotations. So it looks like they're opting to do a little bit of a split here to get intel. I don't know why Survival ran over that rock. That's like right now you don't want to make any movements that are just that are too dangerous, because if he just, for example, let's say if there is a squad over there and they see him out, they're gonna get that knock and finish. So you want to be extra careful, as this is their last game for your group.
Last game. Both of these groups, their last game here. I do believe we have bunker play. I hope we don't have a rerun of yesterday where Space Station, they trapped the Underdogs in that bunker near shooting range, and
that
the
was
Underdogs,
insane.
Yeah, they lost 3 members. They just bled out. You know, I get if you're kind of low on loot, you might want to go drop in there, check it out. But as far as, you know, camping it out, it's so obvious. You know, it's so obvious, especially if there's a vehicle just parked out front. Like, you're gonna get blocked in. Why not? So, 8 Gen Esports.
He's in a lot of trouble here with this rotation. Oh!
Oxide.
Get out of there.
Laying down the spray out here, protecting the vehicles. Ying.
AbusementPrk really split up here. I'd like to see him a little bit, hold a little closer, as they know that there's teams rotating. You just do not want to get caught out right now for any reason.
That one fight was back and forth for so long for Polar Race and the Unnamed.
Look at the zone right here.
And it came down to a 1v1. It came down to a 1v1.
It was.
Here we go. Next zone's up. JOVI going to be out there in the south. 8 Gen taking up shooting range. Severny. Seems like a lot of our players, almost every single game, are scared of that city. No one ever goes there. Still going to be in play. No one goes to Severny.
Really interesting.
What's up with
interesting. That? Well, Wildcard, I know that's one of their drop spots right there. But with the plane path, they didn't feel like have any reason to go up there. So I wonder, it's just kind of tough towards late game, like rotating to a big city, because you just assume that it's taken automatically, you know? So you don't want to go and even drive near it, because if you do, you're gonna get shot out and blown out. So you gotta kind of like creep your way in, scout out, and within third person, ain't nobody gonna let you know that you're there.
You're gonna be finding the head of Poppy Chulo out there. Poppy Chulo dropping down, hitting the dirt. Jordan driving on by. Drowsy. Sammy will be connected.
Good shot for JOVI. Getting 2 knocked.
JOVI winning the last game.
Poppy Chulo. He's down.
Getting that chicken dinner.
He ain't
Much
getting
needed
back up.
chicken dinner to solidify their position on the overall leaderboard. Jordan will be crashing into a rock at the very worst time ever.
That is horrible. Block
Yeah.
for Jordan.
That has to have been the worst timing to have that rock just pop up in your face.
He tried to go over to Poppy Chulo to help him out and get the res. Unfortunately, hits the tiniest rock on the map and gets knocked out the car. What a huge, unfortunate moment right there for Nubs with aimbot.
Now, one team that I'm really rooting for, this is their final match. They're right on the cusp. Puffins. We saw them. They were looting Zarky. They actually went to loot Zarky, so they're playing extremely safe. These circles have been...
That's a meta strat right there.
Yeah, somewhat kind to them. You know, they should be able to continue rotating on in here without much trouble, much resistance. So we'll see how many points they'll be able to accumulate here, as we're going to be checking them out right now. 8 Gen are actually going to be using that bunker that we were talking about just a couple moments ago.
Yeah. For those that don't know, that once you blow up a vehicle, you cannot move it. No nades, nothing. Once it's blowing up, it stays right there. And also, if you don't shoot the tires out beforehand either, you don't shoot the tires on it. So a lot of these players opt to shoot the tires out. They go, oh, but look at that. Ying now gets knocked. It's going to be a tough push right here for the Puffins. There's a lot of open space. And ooh, what a shot there from X Gamers Rage with the Car 98. Putting in work. And the finish on Abyssal. Huge loss right there for Puffins.
Yeah, I mean, they're so tunnel vision on the 8 Gen right here. I don't even know if they were making sure that their back ends were safe, and 8 Gen actually going to be in the bunkers. X Gamers hot on the trail out there to the west. All these squads looking to push on into the new zone. 8 Gen will be in the zone. Puffins opting to rotate a little north
here.
They
have to right there, but they're going to go be down one player. They're avoiding every bullet they can right here. It's a tough rotation.
Look at this. G25 already going to be in Severny. AbusementPrk also in Severny. Puffins going to have a challenging rotate. Might take up a compound. Looks like they might have been able to secure themselves. G25 4 alive. Got a 2-2 split going on right now. Next circle did go on up. Cat God will be connected on, and unlucky for one of the members of Puffins will be crashing right onto Wildcard, lying in wait right there.
The poor Puffins, man, going deep into the playbook, trying the Zarky loot strategy. Unfortunately, now down 3 members. You got D-Mox there sitting in a shack. That's actually a pretty deadly shack right there. You know, it's pretty off angle, so I think he might have be able to last a couple minutes longer. If the zone rotates onto him, that's going to be huge. But if it rotates off, that might spell the end for
Wildcard, though. Such a strong position right here.
Oh, yes.
These crossroads. Looks like they are going to opt to regroup up. Possibly soon. Rather than later. 4 members live from Tribe. Versus 4 members from JOVI. This is a fight waiting to erupt out here. JOVI actually going to be spawning those members out there from Null. Just take a couple shots. They're going to need to be extremely cautious, though, because Tribe are right behind them. And Tribe, they're known to be somewhat aggressive. You know, once when they commit, we were talking about last game, once when they commit, they full send and they make sure to get the job done.
Ooh, look at Memo with the M24. Memo has a lot of experience with bolt-action snipers. Probably one of the top players in the game with the bolt. Absolutely deadly with it. Hoping to see if he can hit some shots right here with it. Chapo rocking the Mini 8X. Getting the spot on the AVX. Telling that intel. Everybody right now just sitting. Oh!
Almost. Close but no cigar right there.
Peeked up at the wrong time. And here comes the zone.
Ooh, Issue actually connecting onto Memo.
Memo naded it. Third hit himself with the nade.
Yeah.
Oh,
Memo was getting a grenade ready, and Issue tagged him. Probably when he was cooking
pissed,
it, right?
You know, nothing worse than having a bolt with a good scope in this situation and getting knocked while you're trying to pull a grenade.
I mean,
rough loss for Tribe.
It is rough. It is rough. But when we're looking at Tribe, they're in 7th place. All right, they're in 7th place.
Yes.
With 126 points. And I'm gonna stand by what I said. If you're in top 10 right now, you're pretty much good to go. You know, you're good to go.
Just have fun.
Next circle though. Look at that. All the way down south. Tribe, JOVI, Null, looking pretty.
Look at this, AVX. Another team that wants to do good as well. They need all the points they can get. Like you were telling earlier, you know, anybody in the top 8's pretty much secured on to move on the next round. They're just going for some good plays, maybe good practice for the semis. Look
now,
at JOVI
AVX.
putting a nice car wall there. You love to see it.
AVX, they're in the 21st position of the leaderboard. So they have barely any room to wiggle this game. They need to maximize their points when it comes to kills, when it comes to placement points. Same thing with 8gen. 8gen, they're in the 23rd position on the leaderboard. So this is going to be do or die right now for AVX and 8gen. A lot is on the line because this is the final game. And then tomorrow, groups B and C, those teams that are below them, they're going to have 4 games to catch up. They're going to have 4 games. No kills right now on to 8gen. We're trying to get
that car in there, but look at this. King trying to bust some shots off, get a knock. On a simplicity up here. Puts that gun behind him and starts running for the squad. Yeah, and it's even a worse disadvantage right now, having a whole nother team play with 4 games. The worst part about it is that they know how many points they need to move on. And that's going to change up their gameplay to make sure that they hit those points. So if you're one of these teams right now, you're going to have that disadvantage. So you just want to create the biggest lead you possibly can to get comfortable. Oh, but Irish taking down 2 members from the rejects right here. Wildcard sitting pretty. Good position. Good zone. Oh! Ferguson spotting. Almost getting that knock right there. Gets one.
Yeah, the rejects have been somewhat consistent throughout the group stages. They're going to be in 11th position so far.
Did you see what Perkins did right there? That's that good habits. Like the second he shot, he knows that people are going to be looking for him. The second he got the knock, he instantly turned around while reloading just to get a lay of the land. Good strategy.
Acer kicking that grenade. Going to be tossing that one out there. Trying to get the finish onto No Mercy, as No Mercy is going to be creeping and crawling to their squad mates saying, safe res, get me up.
Zone shift. And
South
look
once
at
again.
it.
South once again.
That's going to favor JOVI.
Worst case scenario right now for 8gen Esports, who are right there on the leaderboard.
You know, the points
And
they can
there's
get.
a couple teams right on top of them as well. 9 teams remaining in circle
Big
number
teams,
5. I mean, there's not much to work with on this one.
Prophecy, look at this, JOVI. Putting in work on the AVX right here. Wildcard got a couple members in the zone. This is a tough position for all these squads where they have the bottom of the hill.
Ferguson getting shot in return. Gonna have to dip back behind that rock. Just spraying out there on an 8gen. Not appreciating that one. Ferguson also making sure they don't get backstabbed, as we do have a couple teams still out there to the north needing to make their way on into the zone. The rejects just straight up sending it, losing one of their members. There goes another one on the pull up. There's a vehicle for you if you needed one. Create some more cover.
Be high to go over there, just laying down with that M466 suppressed. Getting those shots, standing up, laying back down again for cover. Wildcard just trying to find a better spot right now into the zone. As there's a lot of Hill, Tribe, JOVI, Wildcard. These are 3 big teams right here. HN, like we said earlier, needs to go ahead and try and get some good kills, as they're getting some right now. Wiping out the rejects. And Fi-Hi right now, look, as you can see, he's got JOVI in his sights. Relaying that information down to his squad.
We were talking about it. The leaderboards. I don't see the Puffins no more. I don't see AVX anymore. Those teams were right on the cusp. Hopefully they have somewhat of a decent amount of kills to kind of pad their stats here. This could be a huge game for 8gen though. They're in the 23rd position.
Look at those nades right there. Oh! Acer with a huge return nade.
JOVI.
But Wildcard's in trouble. They know where they're at.
Bleeding on out. Yep. Enigma over there. Trying to get some type of sightlines possibly. Caitlyn going for the revive on the slump. The support coming out. Enigma with the DP on the tripod. Wildcard are going to be in this next zone. They have all their members alive. 4 teams remaining. Tribe also just holding back there in the south. Waiting to pounce at that perfect moment. They are going to need to move out their compounds here.
Up.
4 members alive from 8 Gen. This is exactly what they needed right now. JOVI and Wildcard fighting. Perfect for 8 Gen. They couldn't have been happier. Looks like Slump might have some
I'm just
type of
chilling,
information.
not trying to cause any attention to me right now.
Yeah,
just
you're prone. I mean, we see them where they're prone out there. I think Slump has the sights, has the read on not only Tribe but also Wildcard. So Slump with that positioning behind that tree, able to relay that back to their squad. My concern, will JOVI get caught off guard by 8 Gen? 8 Gen, the snake's in the grass right now.
Outsider, I think, tried to jump out, got caught out right there. Weird position. You kind of want to just be with your squad, just hanging out there under that hill there. And it's at a worse time because the zone is coming in. All these squads are going to have to push in closer. Unfortunately for H-Gen, one of them gets caught out.
These grenades are huge. I mean, just going back and forth. Here comes Ying, though, right on the back end of JOVI as they are trying to get those revives over here. Acer, though, coming up behind 8 Gen, trying to catch them off guard as well. King G crawling closer to the Acer. King A, Outsider, still alive. So Outsider was able to get the revive. Caitlyn going to be popping on into the UAS. Straight up sending it, trying to get a little closer into the circle, but caught out by Acer in the bush. The bush Wookiee themselves. No backpack out here. We'll be taking down one of those members, and I believe we're just down to 1 player on JOVI. They just got shredded.
Bad luck.
And that rotation.
Oh, Acer gets a nade right now. On to King G.
Acer is just crawling on top of 8 Gen with no care in the world. King G bleeding on out right now. Oh, there goes another one. Ying will be taken down by Percocet. And Acer can pretty much smell the fear in 8 Gen right now. Doesn't care.
Sega can play spoiler. Less. Oh, QVQ's in trouble. He's in the zone.
He just forcing QQ to just take
gets caught.
That one. And now it's Seagut versus Acer and Outsider. Acer prepping these grenades. 3 members of Tribe. He's still got a
full squad though. He's got the full squad there on the other angle.
Yeah. Wildcard still over here. The 3-1 right now. Acer putting in the work though. The member in the front line.
Giving all that intel right now. He's telling his team exactly where they are. Tribe very split up. They seem to like to do this here at the end game. Depending on each other's shots. Trying to get that intel right now. These guys are pretty good at snaking here, so they might be able, if they're lucky enough. Unfortunately not. Percocet spots out 1.
Acer now popping up. 4 members of Wildcard.
Seagut gets Acer.
They know they have the numbers advantage. Seagut's up with the trade. Seagut's going to be taking the love tap from the blue zone right there. Spraying right in front of their face. Going to be healing on up. King A full HP right now with the Scar ready to go. Lock and loaded here. Spring able to get the heal off. Seagut spotted. Seagut taken down and out. Spring, though, going to be running. This smoke will be blocking the sightlines from King A, but King A is spotted and taken down from the DP from Enigma. Wildcard.
Wow.
Another chicken dinner. Dominating here when it comes to chicken dinners.
17 kills.
8 Gen, though. 8 Gen.
Hey, 8 Gen, third place?
Yeah.
With a good solid, 6 kills under your belt, that's going to help out big time right here.
That could definitely help them as we scroll down the rest of the leaderboard. Polar Ace, you hate to see it, 14th position.
Yep.
Only 4 kills. Oh, actually, yeah, 4 kills.
5.
Right?
5 kills for Polar Ace, but look at this also. Puffins 11th with 0 kills. That's going to be a tough one for them. They're just going to have to wait until tomorrow and hopefully they're in the above 24th place right now and then try to hold on.
Regardless, though, if your squad doesn't make it, you just, completed 12 games in one of the toughest lobbies in North America
Absolutely.
right now on one of the biggest stages, leading up to even bigger stages. So great job. Definitely deserves a pat on their back. Hopefully everyone got some great montage plays out there. Make sure if you did compete throughout the group stages, tweet it out. Make some clips, make some Instagram clips. If Hot Jukes or myself had some nice casting moments, tag us in it. Easy retweet, easy
Yeah, let us
retweet.
know.
Let us know. Let us know what's going on. I mean, it was a really good night. Congrats to all the teams from groups A and D for coming out here and playing their 12 games and doing the best they can do. Hot Jukes.
Absolutely. You know what? I gotta give props to every single team, especially if it's their first time playing together on this kind of stage. This is the kind of practice that you cannot pay for, because no matter what scrim you're doing, this is when all the money is on the line. So you're gonna see those nerves, everything in full effect. So if you don't make it on, work with your squad. Just say, hey, we got this practice. We're going to get them next time. And hopefully, hit that training room and get ready for the next season, because, man, PUBG Mobile has been absolutely killing it with esports. Some of the biggest tournaments I have seen in esports in general, Dave. So, hey, what a day's matches. And we got one more day left to go. B and C squad.
Yep.
Oh, I'm
And
excited.
make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, same time, same place, the final night of group stages. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Saturday night. Tune in tomorrow. Make sure you stay up to date with the socials for the up to date scoreboards. And we'll be back tomorrow.
Peace.